And he's a very funny man, so I'm told. And he and I, the sexual tension is very. But I think tonight we'll get over it. So our first comedian tonight, put your hands together for Mr. Jeffrey Floyd.
The word is palpable. Sexual tension is palpable. Wait, does that mean non-existent? Yes. I'm really bad with words. So, welcome everybody to Reno's on a Thursday. That's awesome you all came out. I'm happy you used the term hobo. And not for the obvious reason, because I was waiting for like the wrong usage there. But I have a friend who is hobosexual. Oh, wow. Exactly, which means they only are attracted to people that look like Jesus. Let it sink in. And it's amazing how many people in Williams Park can look like Jesus. And depending on your version of Jesus. There's black Jesus over there. There's white Jesus. There's ripped Jesus. No, because he has great abs, is what I'm saying. Google it, all right? Hit images, it's there. So, no, my friends trip me out. I have a friend who recently told me that they lost their job, and I have trouble understanding that because I have worked a lot of different jobs in my life. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I work in the service industry. I've worked a lot of different jobs. I have quit my job. I have been fired for my job. Has anybody ever quit their job here? Okay. Has anybody ever been fired from a job here? Okay. It sucks, but it happens. We get it. Has anybody ever lost a job? No, because you don't lose your job. All right, your job's there. It's not like you got dressed, went to work, you drove up, and there's just nothing there. You go out with your friends that night. I lost my job today, man. I don't know what happened. Like, it was there yesterday. At best, we can say your job lost you. But in reality, I don't think your job really cares. I don't think it's ever been the case like a banker got fired and then a week later they're paying for something and they take out their money and the money's like, oh my God, oh, so good to see you. We thought we lost you at the bank. Where have you been? No, the job does not care. It moves on, and so should my friend. So, yeah, it's still like that. Lost my job, doesn't make sense to me. I deal with anxiety. I'm an anxious person. It may not show down, thank you, but I'm an anxious person. So I like getting massages. Has anybody ever had a massage here? Yeah, they're great, right? Yes. All right, so they're expensive. A little bit more expensive than they should be for just a massage, but whatever. I don't make the prices. The clubs do. No, so I started thinking the other day about how often do you think a licensed massage therapist, I'm qualifying, we're not talking body rubs here, a licensed massage therapist has to deal with getting farted on. And hear me out. I think it's a weird occupational hazard for anybody to have. Typical day in the life, you try not to fart on people, and that's just a given, I would hope. Yet, I think that's a common concern for them. And I don't mean to blame the victim, but let's be honest, it's kind of their fault. They get you relaxed, they put that aromatherapy, there's soothing music, and then they press down on you. At that point, I feel it's their own fault, and they get what they deserve at that point. Two things to remember if that ever happens to you. You do not need to tip extra. It is their fault. But it will ruin a happy ending, so careful on your timing for that. if you can't see, I know I have like a couple different colored lights on me. I am white, and that's not a joke, that's a reality. We have to live with that. Being white, I am constantly in fear of being a racist. And not because I am a racist, but because in my everyday life, I fear the nominal things I do might make me racist. And this is, let me give you an example. There was a black cat on my lawn the other day. I'm describing it as a black cat because that's what it was, and I did not get time to learn the cat's personality, job interests. It's just a descriptor. It was a black cat. So, I have pets at my house, and I didn't want that cat bothering it, so I told it to get off my yard and get out of there, as the tough guy I am when it comes to cats. So that wasn't a big deal, and I didn't think much about that. But a few days later, I'm driving away from my house, and a couple doors down, there's that black cat in somebody else's yard. And I literally slow my car down, roll the window down, and I yell at this cat to stay off my yard, because apparently I'm Clint Eastwood in that moment, and I also think cats understand English. And I feel pretty good about myself and keep driving, and then it dawns on me, that was a different cat altogether. So I'm terrified that that may make me racist because I thought black cats looked alike. This is a real concern. I mean, I looked around everybody here. There's a lot of white people here. This is what we deal with every day. When I grew up, there was a term that I found rather disgusting. There was a term called wigger. Did anybody ever hear this term? It's a white person acting black. It's not a good term. It literally stands for white N-word. I'm not going to say that word. I barely like saying the W word, but I will say it to say I don't like saying it. And so like Eminem came out, and everybody's like, oh, he's a W word. It's like saying W word at this point. He's a W word. And I'm like, I don't like saying that. At best, Eminem is a African American. Please. Be polite, people. Let me finish off with this. This is actually a brand new joke, and this all very much happened as I'm going to describe it to you. So bear with me, because this is my life now. I realize. So I started doing comedy, and I now have the friends that come up to me and say, "Hey Jeff, I have a joke for you." All right, benefit of the doubt. Go ahead, give me your joke. He's very excited about it. All right. All right. All right. Christians are bad drivers. So I stare at him because I feel like there should be more, and he goes, I don't have it worked out yet. That's your job. That's your job to figure out. His basis is this, that as he's driving around town, you see a lot of crosses on the side of the road, and memorandum for people that are no longer there. And his opinion is that you don't see any Star of Davids, you don't see any Shivas, you don't see any burning Tibetan monks, all you see are crosses. So his thought process is that obviously Christians are bad drivers. And I had to remind him of a couple things. One, I am a homosexual, and I have given Christians enough reasons not to like me. I don't need to call them bad drivers on top of it. That seems poor planning on my part. Two, none of that proves that Christians are bad drivers. It proves that they are bad survivors. Probably. I mean, you don't see a Star of David out there because, let's be honest, they went 40 years in the desert and a Holocaust. You think a car is going to finish them? No. The guilt alone keeps them alive. All right, well, that's my time. Thank you, everybody. My name is Jeff Fine. I really appreciate you coming out tonight. Let's get you back up here.
Sexual tension.